Are you delivering to the booth, Kacy?
Well, I can, for a charge.
Cubs in Pittsburgh for some NL Central action tonight. It was Shota Imanaga on the bump.
We're hanging out with Pete Crow-Armstrong.
Joining me now to talk all things Cubs is MLB Network insider and field reporter John Paul Morosi.
Creighton second baseman Matt Sherman has had a stellar Big East tournament so far. He's 5 for 10 with a home run, a double, and 2 RBI. And Creighton head coach Ed Service commended his efforts, saying he has more than 40 RBI on the season, and we got more out of him than we ever anticipated.
We knew this year that the defense would be effective, but it's the offense that's surprising a lot of people, especially the power at the plate, and specifically from you. Was there a tweak in your mechanics, or is it an overall approach thing that's really helped you?
The approach really has probably been the driving force in any sort of success that I've seen recently.
We know you turned down a contract, but is there anything else you want to prove?
No, I think I just want to keep gaining my teammates' trust.
The Cubs hope to capitalize on their recent success facing the NL West teams. Imanaga allowed just 6 hits over 5+ scoreless innings, but he left in the 6th due to leg cramps. The offense stayed hot in his absence, though. Carson Kelly in the 4th with a 2-run bomb to left. Then it was Pete Crow-Armstrong. He'll follow suit in the 5th. Another 2-run shot to right. Cubs just keep it going. They went into this one leading the league in runs, and it stays that way. How about a few more? Seiya Suzuki tacks another one on. And then Dansby Swanson, who has struggled at the plate, moved down in the batting order to 8th and crushed one to left. Cubs win 9-0. And how about this? Not a single Cub struck out tonight. The last time that happened, 2013.
Yeah, I mean, I think no strikeouts is kind of what you take away from today.
He's got a Coke in his hand. He said it's his favorite drink, right, Coach? How good is that Coke going to taste?
Really good. You know, I knew this was going to be a tough game.
Your first title in 6 years. Why was this team the team to get it done?
Well, we stayed healthy, and they were disappointed, you know, every bit as much as anybody else that we weren't here last year.
Evan, we just talked to him. 7 strikeouts today. What stood out to you about the way he was able to attack hitters?
And that's exactly it. He attacked them.
Big East champions for the first time since 2018 on the anniversary to the day of Jack Kaiser's passing. What does that mean to you?
It's an emotional thing.
We have kettle corn here. I know you guys were talking about it, so it made me a little bit hungry. And I'm going to try some because it is delicious. Kettle corn, like the perfect finger food snacks. A little salty, a little sweet.
Are you delivering to the booth, Kacy?
Well, I can, for a charge.
Everything's free at Prasco Park, and you're going to make us pay for the kettle corn?
You know, I got to make a profit.
Oh, my goodness.
Sorry, this is show business.
I know you spent some time in Chicago this past holiday weekend, and I want to get to that in just a moment. But first, the biggest shocking news of the day is that Seiya Suzuki nowhere to be found on the All-Star team roster. I mean, he's the league RBI leader, 6th in home runs. How does that happen, John?
Kacy, that's a great question, and I wish I had a good answer for you.
All of Chicago is outraged, so I certainly hope so. But you were witness to a franchise record 8 home runs set on the 4th of July. What has impressed you most, I know you touched on it a little bit, about the Cubs' turnaround this season, and how sustainable do you think that current success is going into the second half?
Kacy, I think it is sustainable because when you consider the different reasons why they have been so good, Kyle Tucker is doing Kyle Tucker things.
We hear fans in Chicago chanting MVP, MVP. But from a national perspective, do you think his first half of the season that he's done enough to earn that title?
Well, he's in the conversation, I would say, Kacy, and maybe even Tucker could be in the conversation too.
What's your sense of the Cubs' approach at the deadline? Are they buyers like most people think, and how aggressive could they be?
Certainly buyers. And I had a conversation just in the last week with a high-ranking Cubs official who basically said, when you look at this team, acknowledging candidly, yes, pitching is where we have to do the most at the deadline.